I feel like my whole life I've kind of struggled with coming to terms with myself, my body. I'm not like, I wouldn't say it's as serious as that may sound, but I just, in a world where, being super skinny, slim, but then at the same time having your own curves and just having the smallest waist, and there's trends and all these things and jokes. It's hard to, I think, be a young girl growing up in that time and not having that like ideal body type, and then also kind of navigating the world through that while still being a funny girl like myself. Like, I feel like I found myself making jokes sometimes that it's like, honestly, it's just to deflect from the situation. And it's just the saying of like, I would say to myself like, oh, I'm gonna wear this when I get my body, or I'm gonna do this when I lose some weight, I'm gonna take this picture, I'm gonna buy this. And while I guess that can seem damaging, I never really felt like what I was saying was wrong, because I feel like that is emphasized, and that is brought, like, also encouraged by our general society and just people around everyone. And I'll talk about myself, so like me specifically. So yeah, like, I'm currently 17, and I actually thought to make this video right now because I'm wearing sports art right now. I'm on the way to I'm going to a workout class today. It's summertime, and I've been on my Planet Fitness free high school jam, and I've been working out every day since Monday, and it's Friday right now, so I'm kind of starting to get I want to make this like I'm just trying to like eat better, be cleaner, like have just fix up the insides. And I think as I'm going through this, yesterday my friend had asked me, she said, I told her I was at the gym and I was on the treadmill, and I was like, yeah, I've been working out, it's really hard, but I'm happy I've been working out every day and I feel pretty good about it. And she told me, and she asked me, so what's your goal in the gym? What are you trying to do in the gym? And I was like, oh, and I heard her the first time, but I asked her to repeat it because I don't know if I was embarrassed, but I didn't want to say. And what I really wanted to say was to lose weight, to shed pounds. I told her I wanted to shed, but I didn't say what. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was purposefully being vague and kind of evading the question, because I was embarrassed to say to one of my friends who had like been skinny her whole life, and a lot of my friends are like just really skinny, which is fine, that's great. That's good for them if they want that, that's great. Sorry, it had cut off for a sec, but as I was saying, I was kind of embarrassed to say I wanted to lose weight. So instead of saying that, I said, oh, I wanted to get a few inches off my waistline. And that is true. I do want to have like a more of like, I guess, a figure, like get to build my abs and stuff and just kind of have a smaller waist. But most importantly, I do want to lose weight. I do want to shed pounds. I want to have a lower weight on the scale. And I just didn't want to say that because I feel like it's kind of weird or maybe even taboo for someone to say they want to lose weight, at least from like people around my age group, maybe like my friends, people I know. I feel like people don't say I want to lose weight. They say, oh, like I want to like build my body or anything like that. So I didn't feel comfortable saying that, and doing it, I was like, I feel like this is not very body positivity. I don't know, by me like omitting the truth. It's still like true, but not being able to speak the full truth. And I think that's just kind of always been my life. Like, it's just comments that I'll hear from others and then just end up kind of not feeling bad about myself, but just feeling inadequate, I guess, which is bad about myself. Like, when my friends or like when people I know just be like talking about a certain weight limit and be like, oh wow, like I'm not that much, like do I look like I'm that much? And I'm like, and I'll just be like, wow, I weigh more than that. And then it'll just kind of be something that I'll just kind of keep to myself, because even some of my closest friends, I don't even feel comfortable talking about body type and weight with, because I just feel like, not that they'll judge me for it, but it's a personal boundary that I just can't cross sometimes. And I've spoken about it with some friends. only a few amount of friends. And even after I do so, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that part of me, because it's something that I feel like I can feel so insecure about, but I don't know if I'd consider myself to be someone who's really insecure. But yeah, so that kind of makes me want to do that. Like, I've never really felt insecure wearing a swimsuit. I mean, I have, but like, it's not something that's going to stop me from wearing a swimsuit. I have like pretty big cleavage, so I don't usually wear triangle bikini tops, but I bought my first ever triangle bikini top, not from the brand Triangle, I'm just saying like the shape of the triangle. I bought my first ever one last month or 2 months ago, and I haven't worn it out yet, but even wearing it at home, I was scared, like trying it on in the mirror. I was scared because like, this doesn't look right. Like, I need to lose weight so my boobs can get smaller. I need to do this. I need to, like, it doesn't look like standard. And I guess the standard is what, like the really skinny, like your stomach is like a tabletop, like, and I'm not that. So I guess I kind of felt like this is weird. This is abnormal. And really it shouldn't be, or, I mean, I don't know if that it should be or not. And I think already feeling like I have my little quirks and I have my little things that make me unique, having my body be something that was different than a lot of girls my age and a lot of people around me and my friends made just another thing that I felt like distinguished me from others. I felt like when I wear my uniform, I'm the only one. I'm not the only one, but like the way you make things about yourself. I'm the only one who looks like this in the uniform. I'm the only one whose legs look like this. I'm the only one who has cellulite like this. I was on the swim team, so we'd wear our one pieces, and I just feel like everyone else here looks a certain way, and then there's me. Like, I look different. And, or like, whenever we do like, oh, let's have piggyback rides, guys. Let's do piggyback races. Let's do chicken. Let's do anything like the piggyback. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll hold everybody. Or like, it keeps cutting off, but I'm gonna continue what I was saying. I'll be at the bottom. I'll do this. Or like when maybe there's too many people in the car, it'd be like, oh, like, yeah, man, you sit on the bottom. Like, I'll sit on your lap. Like, you sit on the bottom. And I just feel like there's just an unspoken thing said of like, oh yeah, you're bigger. And it's not even like I'm literally not plus size. I'm not anything like that. It's just I'm not skinny. And that's fine. And right now I'm in the gym and I'm trying to work out and stuff. But it's like, you're trying to tread the line of, when you're trying to change yourself, you're also treading the line of still accepting the person you were before you're trying to change yourself, or the person you are currently while you're trying to change. And I think that's hard. Like, you're still actively saying, yeah, I want to be different, but then you have to accept that the person you are now is okay still, and it's still okay to want to change. And there's nothing wrong with change. It's really just the means of how you get there. And so like managing, like, obviously not like starving yourself and pushing yourself like to the brim in the gym, like that can still be a healthy way. That's not a healthy way to, I guess, like, change yourself. And that's something that you also come to terms with as well. And I kind of feel like even when I look at myself in the camera right now, like, I'm looking at my face and I'm like, wow, like, I just don't have like a jawline. Okay, I have like, I don't know. I look at my face and I'm like, okay, I put on weight in my face. And it's sometimes a lot of the only thing I can think about, And it just makes me feel like different. Like, I usually wear like what I want, like crop tops and stuff. And I just end up feeling like, oh, I can't wear this, or this wouldn't look right. Or like when I wear it, I'm like, I'm gonna wear it anyway, but it's not giving. If I could do this, if I could suck in like this, if I could do this, I would look better. This outfit would come out better. This look would come together better. The makeup would hit more if I had this, And I think that is also just a problem kind of with our generation, and like having social media to compare yourself to others. And I think a lot of people blame it on solely social media, but I don't even blame it on that, because really it's not social media that's making me compare myself to others. It's the people I'm seeing every day. We're human beings. We're gonna compare each other. We're gonna compare ourselves. And sadly, I'm just one of the people who do that. Like, I think everyone does that, but I think I just do it at a rate that's a little bit more than others. And I'll just think like I'll do all this working out, or I'll do all this trying to like manage my portions, make sure I'm not eating out too much, and I'll just see, and my friends who are like super skinny will be like, oh my gosh, like you're working so hard in the gym, I could never. And it's like they have the body that I'm trying to like one day achieve, and it just makes me feel like, oh my gosh, like what is it with me that they, like the way what they have is effortless, but for me it takes so much effort and so much time to get to that. And I think that's also something really hard to grapple with as like a young girl. For women, it's definitely harder to lose weight than men, I think, for sure. Like men can just, not like obviously it's that easy, but it's just, I feel like they can, it's easier for them. And I feel like also being a young girl at the same time, you have so much going on like inside you up here, that grappling with that at the same time is really hard. And being a Black girl, it's a struggle. And I think it's also something that's really relatable for a lot of girls in our age range, like, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with, like it might be hard to realize it, but not everyone is skinny. And that's okay. And there's gonna be people who are like you. And I think it's hard to say that like, oh yeah, these types of bodies are okay. But a lot of people with the types of bodies that are not skinny want to be skinny, I think. I don't know if that was said right. But I'm saying like, I can say these types of bodies are okay. You don't have to be skinny, but at the same time, I want to lose weight. You know, I want to have my body look a certain way. And that's just really the fine line that you gotta tread there. And obviously there's the whole thing of like, you don't really need body positivity. You need like body like neutrality, acceptance, accepting, and not having specific feelings about any body you have, because everybody's fine. Everybody's great. Like everybody's body's fine. And I think that is something that society as a whole has got to come to terms with. But that was just my little rant style. I don't know. This is different. My little rant style. If you made it to the end, thanks. Comment down below if you have any similar feelings, and if you don't, and you can just tell me like how you go about that. Subscribe to Yeah Med Time and like the video, please. Thank you. And everybody cool gets a hug.